All right, this is the watch this video for Monday, April 12th. As most of you know, if you were there on Friday, I was only working the morning because it was my 28th wedding anniversary. So only worked the morning and still had an amazing morning. Let me show you some highlights before I go into the watch list for those of you that weren't there. Before I go into the watch list for Monday, CELC. Let's go to 5-minute candles. Wayne called second mouse through 22, which would have been the very next candle. And I had already mentioned that I liked it over 23 anytime today. So you knew we had another catalyst above. So watch the 22 break within that same 5-minute candle. It ripped through 23 and actually ripped through 24 a couple minutes later. Just a great call by Wayne. Fubo, I put out, let's go to 5-minute candles here. I put out Fubo over high of day. I don't know, it probably looked like this. It might have looked like this. I said Fubo over the high of day anytime today, right? And Fubo breaks the highs and amazing move too. Wayne gave us GOVX when Gene was running. Wayne typed out, if Gene keeps going, GOVX often runs with it and had a nice daily, which the implication was over the high of day for GOVX over 490. And look at that. Just rips to almost, what, 620? Amazing. This all happened in the morning. And then I gave Rice second mouse through 15 when I believe it looked about like this. So you had the earlier high at 1520, you had the previous day's close at 1530, and then you had the previous day's high at 1591. A perfect stacked catalyst scenario plus whole number inflection point, right? Breaks 15 and look at that. I mean, I was typing stupid things like rice baby in the chat room. That was such a nice gainer there. Anyway, there's some highlights. And again, I saw on Twitter you guys nailed EYES also and probably had some other good trades too. But, you know, I made as much in that opening couple hours as I usually do in a whole day. So it was great teamwork. What are we watching on Monday? Fubo, I'm going to watch again. Closed well off of its highs. Well off its highs. But probably a lot of shorts in the name. It's pretty beaten up. So it could have a follow-through day. Rice is extremely extended, but it did go out at the highs for the day. I'm looking at after hours. Looks like it went to 19. So you typically see that when they close strong like that. Anyway, that one's really extended, but definitely going to watch it all next week. Dash, DoorDash here, big candle for this stock, and it ran from 122 to 141. That's a big move, and it's up at resistance. So I don't love it, but maybe we get a follow-through setup. PRTK, nice volume, closing well off its highs, but we'll look for a follow-through day there. Remember, when you watch my videos, I'm talking about intraday A-plus setups on any of these. I do not hold anything overnight. IMMP had the gap up on Thursday, sold off and kind of closed pretty strong, and then Friday gapped down and closed strong again. So I still kind of like it over this 2-day high. Don't love it, but I like it. Blink, you know, EV charging had a nice breakout on Thursday, kind of a quiet inside day on Friday, so looking for a third-day play there. UXIN finally got that bounce we were looking for. I'm just looking for a continuation of this green candle on Monday. EYES had a nice pop if you go to intraday. Really big intraday move before bleeding lower the rest of the day. But let's see, Friday's high, 1038, and then a few days before that, 1067. So you do have stacked catalysts. I mean, maybe if we get any kind of gap up or a strong move, this might flag below 10, right? Then it becomes interesting through 10 on Monday. With, you know, if that happens, if you get kind of a flag below that, because then you have 1, 2 stacked catalysts just above. So it might give a 10 whole number inflection point. It's awfully early for me to say that on a Saturday morning, but we'll see, right? CLOV, big pop on Thursday, quiet inside day on Friday. We're looking for a third-day play there. A couple more. RAIL, really strong stock. We're 3 days lower into that buy zone, so a pretty good setup for a balanced play on Monday. And RMO had this big move. This probably would have been like Tuesday, then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, kind of bleeding lower again. Hasn't completely round trip, but if it is going to turn back up, I'd certainly like it to happen on Monday. And that's it. I'll leave it at that. We'll add gappers in the pre-market on Monday as well. And I'm looking forward to a great week of trading in the chat room. All right, I'm done babbling. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.